Thanks, Mr. Reinhardt, for the interview. Much appreciated.
You're welcome. I am indeed delighted to be able to say a few things from the perspective of the German Chamber of Commerce for your viewers and listeners.
The HK has released a business climate survey for China. Can you please briefly introduce this survey and what are the results?
We have been conducting this survey since 2007 and carry it out continuously every year. This time precisely 550 companies participated indeed. And indeed, these surveys are our most important and essential tool for accurately measuring the mood of the German economy within China. And it is also a highly effective instrument to be able to engage in dialogue with the Chinese government about beneficial measures for the German economy in China.
And what exactly did this survey reveal to us this time?
The survey has shown that the economy faces a number of challenges, and we also note that the Chinese economy has become stronger. Chinese companies are progressively becoming more competitive, which is indeed an impressive and noteworthy achievement. And we consider it important that the Chinese government creates conditions that level the playing field for all companies. And we also see that German companies want to stay in the country despite the current somewhat difficult situation, and that they are also thinking long-term and also believe that the economic recovery will progress again in the long term.
Yes, exactly. There are also reports to read that foreign investments are either accelerating or increasingly withdrawing from the Chinese market. Is that true about the German investments, according to the survey? How big is actually still the interest and confidence of German companies to invest in China?
A large part of the companies is still willing to invest in China for various reasons. One of the important reasons is German companies have realized that one must also invest in innovation, competitiveness, and development in China in order to simply keep up. And we certainly do not have the impression that investments are being withdrawn, although at this point we genuinely do not precisely know which specific company will invest what exact amounts. In our recent survey, we did not at any point ask that particular question.
And interestingly, China has recently reported a notable GDP growth of precisely 5.2% in the year 2023. This is a year of turbulence, including sluggish global economic recovery. How do you assess China's performance? And what was done well in China? And in which areas is there still a need to catch up?
These growth figures have indeed positively surprised us. It is a truly impressive achievement to manage to achieve such remarkable growth in the challenging conditions of the current global economic landscape. We firmly believe that growth occurred primarily in the consumer goods and services sector, without a doubt. Where now German companies may not have participated as extensively directly because German companies are actually more involved in business-to-business or industrial goods sectors. We welcome the fact that the Chinese government has initiated the 24-point program, which makes conditions somewhat easier for foreign and German companies, and we hope that this implementation will also make progress.
So, Chinese Premier Li Jian expressed his confidence, or perhaps optimism, for the Chinese economy this year at the Davos meeting. So my question is, where does this confidence or optimism come from, in your view? What's your forecast for China's economy this year?
I think it is the right approach to strengthen consumers' confidence. And achieving that specific goal is indeed a challenging task, and we truly believe it will undoubtedly also take a bit of time. And therefore we think that this year 2024 will still be a difficult one. However, we assume that the trend will turn positive and that this will also simultaneously strengthen the return of consumer confidence. We assume that China will be able to address and gradually overcome the structural problems of the real estate market and demographics.
Yes, the year 2024. What opportunities and challenges does the AHK face in the Chinese market this year exactly?
The AK and our members genuinely hope that they will be able to can participate in the positive momentum of the, once again, robust confidence. The challenges continue to be the stagnant housing market in China, deflationary pressure, and geopolitical risks. We hope that the economy will pick up speed again, and then German companies can continue to be successful in China under improved conditions.
So, at a pivotal central economic meeting that took place in December of the previous year, the strategic course for the Chinese economy in 2024 was meticulously set. What specific aspects have you become consciously aware of, and to what extent do you believe these particular arrangements could potentially influence or affect foreign investments in a significant manner?
Strengthening private consumption was at the top of the list, and this is also the viewpoint of the AHK and our members, that this will be an important element for the revitalization of the economy. And we hope that this company will be successful.
And what, in your opinion, do you think is fundamentally important for China to successfully attract more foreign investments into the country?
Investors typically prefer security and predictability. As we have already discussed, should the conditions for planning see any improvement in the 24-point program, this continues to be the incentive when there are laws, regulations, rules, that these are formulated as clearly as possible so that companies can also look ahead and adjust to these conditions accordingly.
Thank you, Mr. Reinhardt, for the talk.